I'm now going to write another script that will just count up how many I have that come from Edinburgh. So I'm going to first of all go on to Manage Database, and I'm going to create a field, this number from Edinburgh. Nope, I can't spell. And I'm going to change the type of the field to number, and I'll just create that field. So I've put OK. And I don't particularly want it on this table here, so I'm going to go back to Manage Database, and no, I'm not. I'm going to go to View and Layout mode, and I'm just going to take it off this layout, and I'm going to go to the home screen and just put it on here. So I'm going to insert the number from Edinburgh onto the home screen, so that when I press this button here, it'll show me how many people come from Edinburgh. I've just noticed I've spelt this incorrectly, so I'm going to go back and go onto my fields, and I'm going to change that to from. Okay, and you'll notice it's changed on this layout. So I have a place to put the result, so I'm going to go back to my animals. So I'll go back here, and I'm going to write a little script that will count up how many are from Edinburgh. So it's the count occurrences algorithm. So I'll go into Manage Scripts, and I'm going to create a new script, and I'll just call this number 2. And the first thing I want to do is go to the layout, make sure I'm on the right layout where all the information is, and I'm going to loop around looking at each of the fields. So I'm going to find out if the field if the location is Edinburgh, then I want to count that up. So I'm going to double click on if, and you'll see I've got an if statement in here so that I can ask about the field. Now, before I get going, I need to make sure that let's go down here. I'm going to show all the records, and I'll just move that up to the start. So that's the first thing I do, is show all the records, and then I need to make sure that I've gone to the first record. The other thing I need is a little counting variable that will count up how many are from Edinburgh. So I'm going to make a variable. Here we are, set variable, and I'm going to specify that I want this to be called, let's just call it count for now, and I want its initial value to be 0. So I'll press OK, and so I can use that for counting up. Every time I find Edinburgh in the field, I can count that up. So let's just double click on this if statement, and I'm going to say if location equals Edinburgh, let's press OK there, then I want to set the variable, so I need to say that I want count to go up by 1, so I want its value to be what I have in count plus 1. So I'll do that. So it's going to go around the loop looking at the record, so I'll need to go to the next record, and again I'm going to choose the next record, and I want to exit after the last one. And I don't want that inside the if statement because I want it to happen each time. So I'll go around the loop. If my location is Edinburgh, then I want my counter to go up by 1, and that's enclosed in there. And then I want to go on to the next record. And then when I have finished the loop, I want to set the field that I've made to the value count. So I'm going to go set field, and I want the number from Edinburgh. I want the calculated result to be, and I just want it to be whatever value I've got in count. So I'll press OK. And let's go and see if that works. So we'll close that. And I've got my script number 2 there. So let's go and look at our home screen, and in the layout mode I will double click on there and perform script number 2. Browse mode, and I'll click on there. And what's happened is I've gone across to here, and it may or may not have counted them, but I need to go back to the home screen to see how many. So I think I'm going to go back into the script there, and I'm going to edit the script. So I'll set the field, and then the last thing I will do is I'll go back to the layout for the home screen so that I can see how many there are. So let's just let's just take this out here, shall we? And then I will run the script, and it will disappear off to the other layout, count up how many from Edinburgh, and then come back here and say that there are 4. So I'll just bring that script back up. Oops. So that's the script there.